microphone. And
Hey,
hey, welcome to Missouri Star Live. We are so happy to be here with you on this Tuesday. We hope you're having a fabulous day. So let's see where people are tuning in from. We have
Tennessee,
yeah,
California.
Nita from Indiana, Peggy from Arizona. Thank you guys so much. Nancy from Kentucky.
Can you hear me?
We appreciate you guys
spending
a little bit of your Tuesday with us.
That.
He's a mess back there.
Okay, we got
Ignore him.
Arizona, Westfield, Indiana,
Yeah, I just said that one.
San Antonio, California, Tennessee, Tallahassee.
You have to say their name. We don't care like as much about
Donna
the
from
city
Columbia.
as the people.
How are
We
you?
love the people.
California.
Yeah, it's all about the people, you know.
Okay, well, we're a little frazzled today because we have frazzled nerves.
Yeah, I've
Misty
pinched
pinched
a nerve,
something in her
and
back.
I don't know what I've done. I just woke up and I just don't have a lot of movement, so there will be limited dancing today, but it's fine.
I mean, I could dance circles
Jay can
around
dance.
this lady.
I just cannot, but I'm happy to be here spending my day with you guys. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys what we're going to be making. We're going to make this really cute little pennant banner. If you've seen Jenny's tutorial, she made a larger version of this, and I just thought I would show you how quick and easy it is. This is a fun Christmas line that we used, and I love to make these. I actually have a bunch of different ones. I have some for birthdays, some for football games, some for Halloween, and then now I figured it was time to make some for Christmas as well. It's perfect to decorate with, and they're so quick and easy. So let me show you how we make these. So to start with, you're just gonna need a pack of 5-inch squares, and we are using this line called Holiday Flourish by Robert Kaufman. And you can see here, it's so pretty. It's got these beautiful silver metallics, red, black, and white with the silver accents in there. It's really, really beautiful. And so all you're going to do is we're gonna pick a few 5-inch squares. And what we want to do is we're going to lay them right sides together, corner to corner, just like this. And then we're going to sew down one of those sides of the triangle that we folded together. So let's take this to the machine, and I'll show you that.
We got a question from the Copper.
All right, what's the question?
She's saying, how long is it, or can it be as long as you want it to be?
Oh, it can be as long as you want. I used some ribbon, and so this is just a 2-yard cut of ribbon, the piece that I was holding up, so that's 2 yards. But I have some that are really, really long. You could
probably do like a Christmas tree garland if you got a whole spool.
Oh, that would be so
just keep
cute.
going around.
I love to decorate Christmas trees, so now I'll just have to make that. That will be so fun. That's a great idea. But I'll tell you exactly how many pennants I used on that little banner when I get done stitching these. So remember, we've got these right sides together. We're folding them corner to corner, and we're just going to stitch down with a 1/4-inch seam one side.
I have to mention, somebody said they love your red nails.
Thank you. So we've stitched down that one, and what I like to do is just go ahead and take however many that I need for the banner that I want to make, and I just chain piece these through, which means you just put them one after the other. And so I've folded this one right sides together, and I'm just going to keep on stitching. And then one more.
Okay, so they said, how long will it be with one charm pack?
One charm pack. We can figure that out in a second.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how wide the pennants measure. But also, you can space out the pennants a little bit on your ribbon. You don't have to put them right next to each other like I did. So there's a lot of flexibility with this to get, you know, the length that you want or the look that you want. All right, so now we're going to cut these apart. Just like so. And we are going to go ahead and trim not just this little corner, but I actually kind of cut up this way to just take some of this bulk out of the point, because we're going to turn this. I'm actually going to trim a little bit more. We're going to turn this, and we want this to come as much to a point as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with all of these. And this is how I do it when I'm making the whole pennant too. I fold them and sew them, and then I sit and I trim them all like this. Trim my threads. Hopefully you can see really well on this one. You can see I just shaved that off and it makes like this little V that we're getting rid of. And then we can just set that aside. And now we're going to want to turn these right sides out.
Yeah, Kathy was saying you could like applique letters on there.
Oh, absolutely. That would be so cute.
She did it. She did it with Celebrate, so she could use it for a bunch of different things.
That's a great idea. All right. And so I like to use like a pin, or if you have a stiletto, something with a sharp point, or at the end of your scissors, whatever you need to get in there and just get your points pointed out. So I'll turn that, sit here and do these other ones as well, just to show you. It's really quick. And by trimming off that bulk, it makes it really easy to get that point to come through. If you don't trim it off, it can end up looking a little square on the end, and that's not what we want. So there we go. There's
Debbie
that
just
one.
tuned in. She's wondering, what are we making today?
We are making a fabric pennant banner, or a bunting, whatever you want to call it.
And Misty makes these all the time. Like, we have football parties at her house. She's made them for that. Birthday parties.
Yeah, Halloween.
Halloween.
And so now we're going to make one for Christmas. Super fun. All right, so we've got these 3 ready. And we're just going to take this to the ironing board and we're going to press these. So now, let me show you what you want to do here. So as you can see, now that we've turned them right sides out, we've got this center seam. And the goal is to just kind of center that with this point. And so I just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be exact. It's pretty forgiving. There we go. And then I fold over this little excess piece at the top and give that a press as well.
So Bonnie's wondering, would this be a fire hazard with the fabric with lights on the tree?
I can't imagine it's any more of a fire hazard than anything else we put on a Christmas tree. I mean, a lot of my ornaments are like wrapped in little fabric too. I have lots of things that
I would just say use like LED lights.
Yeah.
Because you won't have a problem if you use LED lights.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we hang stockings by the fire, right? So just be cautious.
I mean, we don't light the stockings on fire.
No, we don't. That's the point. Oh, goodness.
Folks,
but
if you hang your stockings by the fire, try not to light your fire too often.
Or move them out of the way. Yes.
Listen, we might be going on a tangent here, all right? But
it's fine.
Don't
Either
burn
way,
your houses down, please.
Please don't burn your houses down. That would ruin the holiday cheer for sure. That is not what we're going for. All right, so we press that. And then one more. Remember, we're just lining up that seam. And I kind of feel, because I want my seam that's inside there to be going the same direction, so I just like make sure it's going the way I want it to go even before I press it with the iron. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I just hit that and fold it over.
There was a comment that was talking about a mantle scarf. I love that.
That is fun.
They're wondering what the name of the line is.
This is called Holiday Flourish by Robert Kaufman. Okay, so you can see now we have like these little triangle pockets, and there's a few different ways that you can finish this. If you're worried about raw edges at all, you want this to be super, super washable and have no fraying, you can tuck this inside, and you can use something like bias tape, you know, that'll double fold bias tape, and then you can tuck it inside there and stitch it down, and it'll enclose all of your raw edges. I personally never find that I need to wash these because they're just hanging up and they're just decoration. And because these edges are pinked, they don't really fray. And so my method, what I like to do is I just leave these open and I take my ribbon and I just sandwich it in there. And because it creates this little pocket for the ribbon to slide into, it makes it so easy when you're at the sewing machine. So let me show you that.
Wait, I do have to say, there's a bunch of oohs and ahs coming in over the new ironing.
Ooh, isn't it so pretty? So pretty. We love Jenny's new iron. All right, so we've got a few of these ready. So let me just show you again what we've done here. Remember, we had, actually, let me show you this way. We have our
Yeah,
corner.
Joyce says, whip out the hot glue gun and finish him off.
There you go. You put right sides together, and we're going to sew right down this side, turn it right sides out, and that gives us this little pocket that we folded over, and now we're going to attach it to our ribbon. Now, when I do it, I like to just put them right next to each other. I just think it's super cute, but I've seen really cute ones online where they space them out every 6 inches or so, and then your fabric goes a lot longer and you just need a little more ribbon. So there's plenty of options depending on what look you're going for, whatever it is you want to do. So don't stress out too much about it. It's just fun. All right.
Okay, we wanted to measure one, right?
Oh, that's right. Before we sew them all down, let's do that.
And then Barb is asking how big of a square are we starting with?
It's a 5-inch square, and when it's all finished, the width across the top here is 4 inches. So each one of these little pennants will measure 4 inches across. So that should tell you if you have 42 in a pack times 4, somebody do the math for me. 168 inches, is that right? Okay, 168 inches of bunting. So there you go. All right, so we're gonna take our ribbon. This is just some 1-inch grosgrain ribbon, and I usually start down about 6 inches or so. And you can see I'm just gonna tuck this around the ribbon. And it just keeps it all lined up because I can push the ribbon right against that little pocket that we've created. I'm gonna go ahead and bring these other ones that I made over here so they're ready to go. And then I'm going to line this up, and I just take a 1/4 inch seam just like usual. You could do a decorative stitch here. That would be really fun. All kinds of options. And I do back stitch at the very beginning just to lock it in. And then I'm just going to go down until that starts to tuck under the presser foot, and then I'm going to grab my next one and slide it in there as well. And that just makes it so fast. There's that one. Trying to make a little bit of an order to my colors here. And we'll use that one. And we just keep going and going. And as you can see, it is just so quick and so easy. So if you're hosting a party or something, tonight you can make these right now and they'll be ready in time for your party.
When Pam was saying she saves her salvages.
Her salvages?
Selvages.
Uh-huh.
And that she's like, maybe use that for the ribbon.
That's a great idea. Absolutely, that would be so cute. All right, and usually I would just keep going until whatever length I'm working on is all full, but we'll go ahead and back stitch there because that's what I would do if I was at the end. And you can see just how easy that is. So quick.
Wait a second. I just heard there was an idea on chat.
I love
this
ideas.
This is game changing.
What is it?
Leave them open. Put some candies in there. You know.
That's a great idea. Just sew them to the.
That's a good. Ours should have that. Can you still access it?
You can't. Once you stitch the top, it's stitched down because when you press it over, it's like right
but you
to
could
that.
You could do it that way if you wanted to.
Yeah. If you glued it or
candies.
something.
I like that idea.
It is a fun idea, but now I can't get the idea of adding letters to it out of my mind. Now I want to do that. It would be so cute. Should we go through the whole thing one more time just to show in case anybody's just joining us?
You guys have any questions?
Yeah, these are so fast. This is the only shimmying I can do. Very limited dancing. But it seems worth celebrating. Any questions coming through? Or I'll just run through the whole thing again.
Crafty Ferret, how's it going? She says hi.
Hello, hello. All right, let's show you guys, for anybody who's just joining in, we are making a fabric pennant banner out of using 5-inch squares. And so this is super simple. We're just gonna take our squares. This is Holiday Flourish. That's what this line is called, by Robert Kaufman. Just make sure we have one of each color, and we're gonna fold them corner to corner, right sides together, and we're gonna stitch down one side at the machine. So let's do that.
Okay, they're solving all of our problems. Velcro. We could Velcro them to it. We could glue it. We could use the top triangle to sew it and then leave the pocket open.
I love it. Oops. I cannot wait to see them. There we go.
So the folding is just, you put it together. Yeah, here,
show the folding one more time. Yep. Let me put it in the top cam. Or
just do it right there on your sewing machine.
Oh, okay, right here.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Never mind. We're
Sorry.
chasing you.
I was trying to be in the right place. Okay, so we're just going to fold it. See, this is the right side of our fabric. We're going to fold it corner to corner to make a triangle. And then I just turn it this way, and we're going to stitch down one side.
And Becky was just asking, would that work with a 10-inch square?
Absolutely. So Jenny actually has a tutorial. This will work with any size square. So it'll just change the size of your finished pennant, but Jenny has a tutorial using the 10-inch squares, and that's kind of what inspired me, but I wanted to use smaller ones. So I thought I would show you guys how it looks using 5-inch squares. And it's just so fast. Ooh, this one is hard to tell which side is the wrong and which side is the right. There we go.
Oh, they said if you left pockets in them, it'd be a cool advent calendar.
It would be a perfect advent
calendar. You could like number them.
That would be so cute. I hope you guys make all of these now, all these fun versions, and share them with me. I love all these ideas. Okay, so we're gonna clip these apart. And then one of the most important steps is to trim off this bottom corner so you get rid of that bulk, so you get a nice clean point on all of your pennants. So we'll just trim those off.
Once you're done with this, Colleen's wanting some ideas of how to attach letters.
How to attach letters? I would...
But let's finish this and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. Good call. All right, so we're just going to turn these out. And you can use a pencil or the ends of your scissors. Just be careful. You don't want to push too hard and tear your fabric. Just to make sure your point comes out. Just want a nice sharp point. And one more.
They're saying forget filling them with candy. Fill them with sewing notions.
Sewing notions.
And then
you guys know what's up. That's the way.
Some scissors, a seam ripper.
Yeah. Spool of thread. All right, so we've got our points turned out. We're just going to give these a press. Remember, we're going to center up that seam with the leftover point here. Press and fold down. There's one. I need to trim those threads. Those are going to drive me crazy. There we go. And fold down. I'm always so happy when I eyeball it and they just like match up perfect. It's the best.
Can we go over the bias tape? Because they sell that on the roll, right? You can get that long.
You can get that on a roll, exactly. Yep, I'll show you. I don't have bias tape with me. I should have grabbed it, but I just thought of it right before we went live.
Well, you can make it pre-made, or you can make it yourself.
You can make it yourself.
Too.
That's exactly right. Okay, so for the bias tape, what I do is this little flap. You can either cut it off, but I feel like it's not really necessary. I just tuck it inside, and it adds a little stability. And then you can see I just slide this piece inside my bias tape because you're going to have a little sandwich, right? You know, with no raw edges. So you'll slide that inside there and it just encloses it. And then I stitch it down just like I did to the ribbon. Exactly the same, but it'll just make sure that you don't have any raw edges. So that's a great option. But like I said, I have some that are probably 10 years old. They look good as new. I've never had to wash them. So It's really up to you. If all you have is ribbon, it will work great, I promise. And you will love
And
it.
after about 10 years, you got to make a new set.
You got to make some new ones. That's right. Exactly. Okay, so then we can take these ones that we've just made and we can just add them to our pennant banner that we have going here.
I do have to say, I've noticed our house has become way more festive since you've started making these pendants.
They're fun, right?
It sets the mood. It really does.
Well, and they're just so easy. So easy. And so then, once you figure out how easy they are, it's like, why not make them for every occasion, right?
Phyllis says she saw us at the show this weekend.
Thank you so much for coming.
Coeur
We had
d'Alene.
a great time. Coeur d'Alene is beautiful. So beautiful. Ta-da! Oh, I forgot I tucked that one in there. All right. There we go.
They're asking what that pad we're ironing on is.
Okay, Mary can link to that in the comments.
Yes, if you follow the gift guide link.
Oh, and if you follow the gift guide link, it is in there as well. So see, just so cute and simple. And so let's count out, because like I said, this is a 2-yard cut. Let's see how many pennants we used, because I still have a whole stack of fabric left, and this is all from one pack of 5-inch squares. So it will make a lot of pennants. So let's see, on this 2-yard piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's how many I've got on there. And you can see I left room on the end, so if you're just gonna keep going, you could probably fit a couple more. So pretty fun. Oh, and then to address, if I was going to add letters, I would do fusible applique, and then I would just blanket stitch around them. It'd be so cute.
Someone else was saying just throw some like paint, like fabric paint.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or if
I would spray paint 'em.
if you have like one of those vinyl cutters, like a Cricut or something, I know you could cut out like iron-on vinyl, and then you could just press that right to it. So cute. I love that idea. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Susie was saying like it's easy, so like you could bring the kids in.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's great to sew with your kids. My daughter loves to make things like this. We actually made some that hang across her curtains in her room, and they're in her room year round. They're just happy and cute. And my boys actually put them up, and they have like a little play fort, and I have a rainbow one out of the bigger squares that are hanging in there. So we really do use them at our house a lot. It's really, really fun. So make them. I would love to see all of your versions. Be sure and tag me on Instagram at Misty Doan. I would love to see them.
Heck yeah, quick and easy. Let's get
Yeah.
festive. It's
Yeah.
that time of the year.
It's that time of year. So make some fun projects and, deck the halls. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep. All right,
All
we'll see you
right.
guys.
See you later. Thank you.